Airbnb story you never knew and why it still matters.
Or a number of people said it's the worst idea that ever worked.
Let me take you back to 2007. Two friends, no jobs, no savings, and rent was on due. Brian and Joe were living in a tiny apartment in San Francisco. Rent was skyrocketing, their wallet was empty, and they were this close to giving up. But then something unusual happened. A huge design conference in the town. Hotels fully booked. But that's when desperation met creativity. They bought few air mattresses, set them up in the living room, and made a simple website and gave place for strangers to stay. That's when Air Bed and Breakfast was born. Now, don't get this twisted. This didn't become a billion-dollar startup overnight. In the beginning,
We had 2 customers, and I was one of them.
hardly anyone used it. They were rejected by
Every investor said no to us.
people said, "You want strangers to sleep at other strangers' home?" That was crazy.
My mom said, like, if you need money, you don't need to have strangers stay in your home. Let me send you money.
But they believed in something deeper, that travel isn't about hotel lobbies or desks. It's about the people and the stories and the feeling that you belong somewhere, even though it's not home. So they hustled. They knocked on doors, recruited hosts, and sold cereal boxes called Obama's O's to stay afloat. It wasn't pretty,
Some funny Obama O's type stunt to get people to keep talking about it.
but still they kept going on. And slowly the world caught on. People did wanted to stay in unique homes, hosts did wanted to share their spaces, and travelers wanted more than just a place to sleep. They wanted connection. What started with air mattresses is now Airbnb, the company worth $100 billion, just because two broken guys decided to do something instead of nothing. The tiny idea that might change someone's world or yours. You don't need to be millions, you don't need to be perfect, you just need to begin. That's why SNSI have built Startzy.ai, your AI co founder. It helps you do the messy beginning part. Like, I have an idea, but where do I even start? Want to test an idea? Build an MVP, build a pitch deck. Startzy guides you through it. Fast, focused, and no fluff. Because the world doesn't need people with more ideas. It needs people who can start. Brian and Joe didn't wait for perfect conditions. They just started with what they had: air mattresses and a floor. Maybe you just don't need a mattresses. You need a tool which can make you move. Try Startzy AI today. Just imagine what could have happened if this idea was born in India. For more informative contents like this, subscribe to SNS iHub.